What up, y'all? I got AIDS.
Again! I think the bread is like pumpernickel.
I think it is. It's delicious as fuck. It's fresh, hot.
So did you see Deadpool?
I couldn't because
he's not.
We need to get him like the Looney Tunes, like
is that gonna pick him up?
The mic ain't gonna help.
Yeah, it'll pick him up.
Hey, hey, yo.
There you go.
Yeah.
Does that hurt?
No.
So yeah, Deadpool came out.
Most of us saw it.
Most of us. We'll figure out throughout the recording.
I tried.
You tried your best. You tried your best.
But I think just generally at the table, overall online, everyone's really high on the movie. It's done crazy numbers already for a rated R comic book movie, which is something. The phone's ringing now.
Our first caller. Thanks for calling.
It's actually right? It's Carlos. I asked him to call from Chile.
We should ask, like, put like one of our phone numbers on, just put a speaker on.
Oh, that's dangerous.
It is dangerous. Tony edits it.
Sorry, he died. So, R.I.P. Carl.
Coral got raped.
Yeah. Back to Deadpool.
Can't rape the willing, nigga.
Kevin, you saw it.
Yes.
You don't get to talk often on the show because...
Yes.
Yeah.
It's low key.
I'm throwing it over to you.
Did you like it? Yes.
Deadpool. Yeah, I've been following the movie probably for like at least 5 years now. I read the script like when it got leaked.
Yeah.
And I've been hyped on it been waiting on it. I thought it was never gonna happen, and then that footage got leaked. And yeah, it almost didn't until the footage got leaked, probably by Ryan Reynolds or Tim Miller.
Yeah.
And
You said there's definitely one of them.
and that movie was totally worth the whole 5 years or however long it was waiting. It was just perfect. It was like, it wasn't too meta. Like, I was afraid that the Deadpool movie would be like too Deadpool. You know what I'm saying? Like too much with like
too many jokes.
Yeah, like. The game was like too much where like he knew he was in a game, and I was afraid they were going to do the same thing with the movie, but it was like a perfect blend of just like straightforward story. And
it didn't feel like one particular writer's like Deadpool. It just felt like what like the collective has just accepted Deadpool to be. And I'm like that worked so well.
You were the one, you told me about Colossus being in the movie before I even knew Colossus was in the movie.
Yeah.
I forgot about that until you just said that.
That movie was probably about like 65% the first draft.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
like,
pretty
it was
awesome.
a lot of the same.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I liked about that? The fact that this is the first X-Men movie or X-Men movie within the X-Men universe
with sex scenes.
With sex.
I like that.
No, but actually, no, that's not true. That's not true.
Boobs.
It's the first one with boobs. It's the first one that actually felt like an X-Men comic book. It wasn't like this like downtrodden, all black leather. Wolverine focused or Magneto focused like story.
Or Mystique focused.
Yeah, it's a Deadpool movie and it's all about Deadpool, but at the same time it gave us like a peek at what could be with the X-Men franchise.
And I feel sorry.
Yeah, no, go.
I feel like this franchise of Deadpool movies will continue to be our best like peak at what the X-Men could actually be like on screen.
Until you give Tim Miller
unless these writers go on one of the other movies, which would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Or if they take the right lessons from this movie, which is to make it comic book accurate.
Well, I hope
I
hope the Cable and X-Force just gets the Deadpool team and just let them do Cable and X-Force.
I hope the Deadpool movies just lead right into X-Force. Yeah. Bring it on. Why not?
Yeah. I'm hoping with the success of this movie that there's going to be more rated R comic book movies.
But it should be the right.
Richard is here.
But it should be the right comic book property. Like I don't need like a rated R Captain America movie.
Well, they already said this story. Like
Wolverine,
the next
Wolverine,
movie is going to be R-rated.
Perfect.
X-Force is going to be R-rated.
Normal X-Men movies don't have to be rated R.
I'm pretty sure DC's moving in that direction.
Yeah.
You know, because Superman is going to start fucking murking.
Superman banging Amy.
He jumps in the tub with her. I don't know if I really want to see Superman bang.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that movie in a few weeks. But if I'll say this, if Warner Brothers wanted to do a rated R movie, they would have started with Suicide Squad. And the fact that Suicide Squad's PG-13 kind of says a lot of what they feel safe doing.
I mean, there haven't been many successful rated R comic book movies.
There's been Kick-Ass, and then regardless of success, there's Punisher Warzone and the first Punisher.
I don't think Blade is rated R. I think Blade was PG-13.
Dredd wasn't rated R either, right? That's PG-13.
No, Dredd was rated R. Are you
Blade was rated R.
No, he said Dredd.
At least 2. I don't know about
Blade.
1, but 2 was definitely rated R.
Yeah, Dredd was definitely R.
They curse a lot, but I don't know. I was born ready, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I don't like that. I mean, like, I don't love Deadpool as much as like a lot of people love.
You're talking about the movie, or
the character.
Okay,
the character.
No,
and both. But I mean, so like, I didn't have to see the movie 4 times this weekend. Like some people did. I didn't. I did. Want to
Did you?
I have like a really good cam at home, so I saw it first time in
Okay.
IMAX, and I watched it like 3 times.
I thought you were saying that you actually went and bootlegged it yourself.
I paid for one.
But I mean, it was good. It was a perfect Deadpool movie. I think.
Yeah,
I have no
definitely.
problems with it.
I'm glad it wasn't 2 hours and 40 minutes like most comic book movies these days. It's perfect length for Deadpool. Yeah.
You know what I loved about it? That it doesn't follow the first movie in a superhero franchise like structure where it's like, here's 20 minutes of the origin. Yeah. Here's 20 minutes of him figuring out what to do. And then here's 20 minutes of him finally coming into his own. This was like, no, you get fucking full-blown Deadpool.
Yeah.
Then you get
those opening credits.
And those opening credits are
How
excellent.
funny were those
I was
opening
sold
credits?
on that movie just based off the opening.
That was my first laugh.
I thought there was going to be real opening credits afterwards, and there wasn't because they don't give a fuck.
My first laugh came 10 seconds into the movie. I was like, I've never seen that.
That was great. And Colossus. Colossus was the way Colossus is supposed to be.
So
if you think Colossus is better in the X-Men movies
you are
than
insane.
this, I don't know what.
Is there somebody like that who exists?
There are people that
Just off the design alone, I hated how Colossus looks in X-Men 3 and Days of Future Past. Like, it's just like liquid metal covers his body. I need like that shutter effect.
I need hard body metal dude.
They got it. They got it. And the voice was fucking awesome.
And I'm not going to go into a spoiler here because 2 people haven't seen it, but there's a moment.
Yeah.
There's a moment towards the end of this movie. I know this timer is wrong because I didn't start it till like a few minutes ago.
Gotcha.
There's a moment in this movie towards the end where you see a character go through a transformation, and I legitimately like cheered in the theater because I have not seen that from an X-Men character ever like that, and I was like, finally, we finally got that on screen.
Yeah. I mean, they get it. Tim Miller gets it.
I'm gonna spoil it here. What I'm talking about, but
we'll probably show a picture.
There was also a lot of stuff they wanted to do, like from the Marvel movies. Like there's a helicarrier and the like last.
Where did that helicarrier come from?
But they couldn't use the helicarriers. They just call it, so they don't say it's a helicarrier. They just say it's
like, oh, here's this thing.
It's just a giant aircraft carrier with jet turbines.
As you do.
Yeah, but there's apparently earlier versions of the script where they wanted to use Taskmaster, but they couldn't use him.
And Wolverine.
Yeah,
there's a
Wolverine
cameo or 2 though that I'm surprised they worked in. Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah. 2 in particular, I was like, oh shit, I didn't think of that.
The one in the facility blew my mind.
Yeah, that was cool. And then Tony in the car was like, I want to say that.
Yeah, I was like, I want more of that.
Yeah,
give me that.
It was too brief, but it was good. No, it was cool. Costumes were perfect.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Ajax doesn't look like Ajax.
Yeah.
That's about the
Ajax
worst I could say about this movie.
Ajax was sort of just like a generic villain, comic book villain.
Here's the thing:
there's nothing special about it.
They own the fact. They own the fact that he is a generic British villain. Yeah. But for some reason, by doing so, I give them a pass. Where like other like lackluster villains, and I don't want to pick on like Ant-Man because whatever. I like Ant-Man, but Yellow Jacket was kind of boring and generic. Whereas like Ajax, it's like, say my name was a funny bit, and it's something that's going to like stick around for a while.
Yeah, that was good. What else was there?
The bar with Weasel.
Yeah, Weasel was great.
TJ Miller's excellent.
Great.
Weasel was excellent, and Blind Al was
great with the fucking IKEA.
What's her name? Vanessa was awesome.
Yeah,
Marina. Something.
I thought she was gonna get her powers in the end.
Okay.
There was
now that Jose and Frey know that she doesn't.
Yeah. There's a montage in this movie. I messaged all these guys as like 5 minutes before the movie started. I messaged everybody here, and I was like, "Oh, great! I'm in a theater full of children." And then that montage happened, and I just wanted to turn around and look at all these parents in their faces, like, "Oh, you're excited to bring your kids to Deadpool? Here's some titties."
It's pretty graphic too.
Yeah. So I mean, somebody said like there was like a Facebook like meme, like a parent was like, I had to take my kid out. I didn't realize it was gonna be that way. I wish there was a warning. Somebody commented, "You mean like rated R?"
Where it's like, graphic nudity.
Be a good parent.
Yeah,
rated R, and then the reasons listed why.
There's one thing I want to talk about. It may be a spoiler,
Does
but I don't care. Ryan Reynolds hangs dong in this
Yes,
movie.
and that's his dom.
And that's amazing. Of course,
Something to look
Deadpool.
forward to.
Of course, Deadpool would be the movie that Ryan Reynolds hangs dong in.
Believe it or not, and it's actually in a scene where maybe one of his most badass scenes in the whole movie is just like his dick is out.
Yeah, he's just fighting naked.
That's how Yellow Scare is going to be.
What's plug number one?
I'll tell you next week. There's a reason for this.
Sam, any final
What's
thoughts
up?
on Deadpool before we wrap it up?
I think it's great. I think people who like Deadpool will love it. I think that people are going to really dress up at cons even more than they do now,
yeah.
which
I
is,
didn't think about that.
By the summer, it's going to be all Harley.
He's the new
Harley Quinn
Heith
and
Ledger
Deadpool.
Joker.
But I mean, it's going to bring people into comics, I
Yes,
think,
and
a little bit,
I
which
love
is
that.
good. And I hope they don't take the wrong lessons like James Gunn said, which is just, let's make R-rated movies, because that's what they want.
Where
That's
everyone
it.
breaks the fourth
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
How many movies are
That's
going to
not
come
it.
out where people break the fourth wall now?
You'll see some indie
Unless
adaptations
it's
that
done
do it.
by Mel Brooks, no thank you.
They're going to do reshoots with Harley Quinn now, for sure,
Yeah.
that spot.
You gotta
It's like-
break the walls down.
I bet you she already
Comic
broke the,
accurate.
wall, broke the fourth wall.
Probably.
on
That's
some
okay,
point.
she's hot.
Yeah.
She's Margot Robbie.
That's okay too.
She's so hot right
All
now.
right, but yeah, seriously, go see Deadpool if you haven't already. I mean, obviously, you probably did.
Yeah.
But we just figured let you guys know that we're all pretty, hot on it.
Zoolander 2 was hot.
Dude, that bombed, didn't it?
It did, number 3.
All right, guys. See you next week.